Hello, Fringers. The following podcast may not be suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Did you say so his anus can live on?
Right as we go live.
Weirdly enough, the anus is not part of the human reproductive process.
Whatever. You know you get pregnant when you let a boy pee in your butt.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Angel City Stories. We have already reached our quota for being educational. I need to have that programmed in here so across the screen it can go the more you know kind of thing.
Oh, so we're done. Stream over. Bye.
Dinner duty.
Yep, we did. Oh, you said duty. Oh, goodness. I even had a joke set up, and then Pete said what he said. That was much better than anything I was going to say. So we're just going to go with that. Welcome into the show tonight. Thanks for joining us in chat. I am, as always, welcomed and supported by these lovely people around me. She is weirdly specific about life insurance, and she's playing Katassi. It's Cassie.
Filly around and find out.
To my northwest, he spent all day reading court documents and somehow got off on it. I don't know, but it's Alex playing Titus Towston.
Hello.
Due north, she is our spiritual guide and all heiresses to all bear mansions around the world. It's Wild playing Eve.
I had something cool to say, but then you just blew my mind with all of the bear mansions, and I really want to see what that would actually look like. So if somebody could draw that, that'd be great.
See, all right, I think for one of the holiday streams, so we're gonna have Merry Heistmas this year, as always, and Alex is gonna run Merry Heistmas. I'm gonna be a player. We're gonna do all that kind of stuff as one of our streams this year. But I think as a special aside, if we need to set like a sub goal or something like that, because we set a sub goal and we make Katassi over here run Honey Heist for us, and we can all be bears. How's that?
Oh, that sounds like fun.
I think that's a really good idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so set it up. How many subs before we get Cassie to run us on Honey Heist?
25 subs?
100,000.
Thanks for your vote of confidence, babe.
Yeah. 25?
Yeah.
25 subs?
Well, actually, I think 25 sounds good.
25 subs. We run a special episode of Honey Heist.
What are we at now?
I'd have to look it up.
You don't discuss stream numbers.
We don't know. I don't know stream numbers. I don't even know how many people are watching right now. But hi.
COS DMCA.
He's also lying about that.
Oh, to my northeast, he has little faith in our chat tonight. It's Joe playing Grifter / Muffins.
See, I feel like we've gotten a little off topic here because I was going to ask you, do you not get off on court documents?
I don't know.
Like, you mean by reading them or like onto them?
Are you wrapping them around things?
Dealer's choice.
That's a whole sidebar conversation.
Here's what I'll say. The court filings this week have been highly entertaining. Just from the silliness. The silliness has been... It's getting good.
To my immediate right, he is the Underground's best bud and currently looks like he's on a stakeout tonight. It's Pete playing Bunny Boy.
Yeah, it's me. But in all seriousness, I just want to say that, impart some words of wisdom. My uncle once told me that sometimes in life you get 2 turntables and a microphone, but that's where it's at. So let's all remember that coming into this next week of American Thanksgiving.
That is important, educational, and topical. Thank you. Thank you, Pete. I appreciate it.
No problem, baby.
our fantastic moderator tonight, Tep, says we have 9. So that gives us. I suck at math. How many more do we need?
Like 40.
40.
No.
40 more.
Approximately 92.
At least 5.
What was it in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? The
42.
It was 42.
Yep. There you go.
Again, 25 subs. We do a special episode of Honey Heist. Katassi will lead us to the promised land of all that honey.
I think it's a great idea.
I love it.
Criminal bears. This is going to end in utter chaos.
As if this show alone doesn't end in utter chaos every week, we can do it in bear format for you as well. We're very multi-talented like that.
Sure.
Yeah, we got a lot of range as actors here. We could do.
I just saw we were making stuff up as we went along.
We could do bear and bear. Wait, different polar bear,
Panda bear.
Grizzly.
panda bear. Speaking of which, we bear
That's a bear
bears.
5-man.
That's a bear. Yeah, there you go. That's a 5-man bear team. You could run Ice Crown on that shit right now. There you go. That's a World of Warcraft joke for you. For those who don't know,
There you go.
there you go. Also, We Bear Bears, one of the
you go. most
most fantastic shows on TV, hands down. Can't tell me anything differently. If you don't know it, go look it up. It's amazing. So, let's recap last episode. And my only note for the recap of last episode was it was the world's strangest bar fight. Literally.
It had bear hugs.
It had bear hugs in it. It had tickling. It had, I think, a scorpion deathlock or some WWE shit going on the ground. And Grifter went off the top rope with the people's elbow. How many other wrestling things do I know? There's a lot. And then somebody got shot at the end. None of these people, though. Nobody here got shot. Well, actually, no. Titus got shot a lot because he decided to pick the fight.
So
I didn't get shot.
the Attitude
I got,
Era.
I got
the
punched a
Attitude
whole bunch
Era.
of times.
You got shot a couple times.
Let me look.
You're
So
roughed up a little bit.
I'm roughed up a little bit, but I don't think I got shot.
No, it's okay. I think the threads are still good.
I got shot
just wanna
once because
say-
it
Yeah.
dinged my threads.
Yep.
I just want to say, normally I'm not a huge fan of 1.5 hour long encounters. Like, I think that's a little long for
Yeah.
fighting or an entire session. But last week's bar fight quote was pretty rad. I just want to say it was.
Okay. We need a new word. It wasn't a fight. It was a kerfuffle.
A kerfluffle.
No, I don't know if that fits.
Hullabaloo.
Hullabaloo. There you go. I think it was more of a hullabaloo than a kerfuffle.
It was a hullabaloo. Okay. I'm gonna keep that note here in my notes. It was a hullabaloo.
Oh, notes.
In all of the wrestling references, I just want to point out that we are devoid of any Steve Austin references because there was no whoop ass.
No. No, this is like pre-Attitude Era where they had the clown running around with the Minotaur head, and yeah, it was kind of like that kind of going on.
For all we know, John Cena could have been there because you can't see him.
Do, 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 do.
This is
Nice.
true.
There's. Stay tuned. Undertaker will choke slam us through a cage.
Survivor
We'll get
Series
there.
this weekend, I guess. There's a free plug for WWE. There you go. So we're gonna pick up after the world's weirdest bar fight because at the end of last episode, 3 more Third Eye gangers were busting through the door, and as they were coming through the door, one basically got his head cut off or canoed essentially with a very loud kabang. Yeah, and so
Canoed with a kabang.
canoed with a
Sorry.
kabang.
Would it be hullacanoed since we were in a hullabaloo?
No, because that would require doing the little fist thing, like. That's all.
That's
the
a Kame.
Kamehameha.
I thought that was a
Kamehameha.
Hadouken. Yes, I
Oh,
know.
it might be.
You can tell who's part of what fandom here. Depending on what you call that move. And the Kamehameha fandom is the correct one. I'm just going to say that.
You mispronounced wrong.
we could have this
delicious.
discussion about Kamehamehas versus Hadoukens another time. I'll argue with you like I argue with Joe about Ahsoka.
Yep. Welcome to the world's
fine.
weirdest tabletop role playing game.
You just edit out the last like 15 minutes.
This
Just
is gold. Why would I want to edit it out? Who knows?
We really should just do these as separate podcasts. We'd get 50,000 subscribers in a week.
Yeah, there you go.
I would just like to point out that Street Fighter was released in '87, 2 years before Dragon Ball Z. Therefore, Dragon Ball Z copied.
Hold on. No.
All right, let's get a.
You're saying Dragon Ball
We'll be able to
Z.
get you to the game.
It's fine. Can I get a poll started in the chat? Is it Dragon Ball Z or is it Street Fighter? Let's go.
I just want to say the first episode of Dragon Ball, which was before Dragon Ball Z, aired in 1986, based off the manga. So therefore, it came even before then.
Nope.
I think
all
you
right.
just would pull Bunny Boy on us.
Yeah, I did.
I think you did.
Yeah, I did.
You did.
And I'm proud of it too. I role play what I know.
I love it.
What can I say? Sorry, I had to like push my glasses up into my forehead and all the way around and push them back up my nose again, 360 degrees.
Nice.
All right, I'm done. I resigned for a couple minutes. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. I'm being serious though in the chat. Like, let's get that poll going. Okay, so I'm gonna set the scene after all of that craziness for a second. Let me set the scene for everybody. Two more third eye folks came through the door, or three technically. Two are still standing there now, looking at their friend doubled over. As you all sort of turn to look, you see a very slender man in a dark brown trench coat, wearing a navy blue suit with a red tie and a white shirt, holding out a very large revolver that is painted all black with a walnut grip, and it is smoking, pointed at the direction of them. And as the other two begin to sort of realize what happened and begin to pull weapons on them as well, he literally takes one hand, flips the bar table over on top of that, and as the bar table is coming down, just down, just two more shots, and they are now lying on the ground as well. And he goes to kind of wipe the front of his gun off a little bit, and he puts it back into a holster up under his coat. And he turns around and looks at the motley crew in front of him, including, by the way, APOC, who is a Third Eye gang member who you guys are serving drinks to behind the bar. So, you know, there's that too. Because you still got him and you got Sarah Jane still there as well. And he just kind of looks at you for the moment and goes, we should probably go talk somewhere else. That's probably not the last of them. And he goes to walk out of the bar, just calmly, coolly stepping over the dead bodies in the doorway and out into the street.
So I kind of look at the rest of the group, look at where that guy walked out, and I go, he wants to talk. Why not?
Might as well.
I mean,
They're probably pretty pissed at us here.
him killing
I'm
those
already
guys was
following.
fairly convenient, so why not?
Okay, so what are you doing with APOC and Sarah Jane? Are you just going to take them with you?
I mean,
Bunny,
yeah.
Sarah's your problem.
You started this problem.
You brought her to the bar.
She didn't start the bar fight. I didn't start the bar fight
She
either.
looked like she belonged in this
You
neighborhood.
walked in and was like, target acquired.
The point of coming here was to start a bar fight.
Man, harsh in my vibe.
Did you not get the memo?
God.
Now I just want to sit there and
really-
sing. I just want to sit there and sing, we didn't start the bar fight.
I shrug and follow our new trench-coated pal out the back door.
Okay. No, he went out the front door, by the way. Yeah, he went out the front door.
find that wherever he went.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll bring her with me.
All right.
Well, I'll ask her. I mean, she's she's an adult.
She's
She can
drunk.
decide if she wants to.
She is waist drunk. Y'all have been y'all have been feeding her nothing but alcohol since you got there and started a fight. So.
And tamales.
Okay, but you know how the tamales like soak up the alcohol? Like that part hasn't started yet. So it's gonna be a minute.
Is there any bar food, like food on the bar, like peanuts or something?
Yeah,
or
there's like
anything
a
edible?
little small thing of peanuts. I mean, you know.
Okay, I'm just gonna empty it in my jacket pocket.
Nice. Okay.
So she needs some food.
Okay. Do you like who's gonna hang on to APOC? Or
Don't I technically have custody of him from the hugging?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have been less forcefully hugging and more just drinking at the bar while the fight was finishing. So there was that.
Right, but I assume that he also doesn't want to get his ass kicked. So I'm going to be like, hey, I'm following that guy. This is about to turn less bear huggy and more just bear.
I mean, anything can be bear huggy if you want it to be.
He takes his glass and just kind of looks around. He's like, okay. And it just starts kind of following you.
So she's still talking to that 1/3 guy that she, schmoozed at the very.
Yeah. He's usual mohawk, clipped, green hair.
So
all that.
as we walk out, I'll just point at him and be like, "Sorry about your friends. Next time they're in a bar fight, tell them not to pull out the gun."
Well, he's walking with y'all, so
I'm still gonna tell him.
Okay.
That's just a party foul.
He looks at you. He looks at you. I mean, he's still like. I mean, you guys are young, but he's also very young, and he's like. He just kind of nods, like, okay. So this person cuts across the street, goes down a couple of alleyways, and then makes a left into a hotel, into a hotel bar, and then goes and picks a rather large, like one of those circular booths in the back of the hotel bar. And then just slides in into the center, and then kind of like just kicks his arms up on the sides of the booth, and just kind of looks back at the back of the entrance where you guys would be coming in.
I go in and sit down with him.
I also am going to go in, but instead of sitting down like a normal human, I'm going to crawl under the table like a small child and then pop up next to it.
Are there any chairs nearby?
Like you were just coming back from the bathroom?
So I can sit down like Riker.
Yeah, I mean, there's chairs at other tables around. It's not all booths.
I'm gonna snag one to do the most
I don't know
svelte
the
Riker
Riker.
sit as possible.
Okay.
Grifter, are you tall enough to do the Riker sit?
Yes.
It's a very short chair.
I'll roll for it. I rolled a 3.
It is the most awkward Riker sit ever, but it works. How's that?
There we go. I thought you were gonna be like, yeah, canoe your testicles.
If you'd have rolled a 1, you definitely would have sat on him, which is not fun. So as you go to sit down at this, it can be no further understated how out of place APOC is with the rest of you all, but he's still just sitting there with his glass, like looking around, like, okay.
Oh wait, is he really? Because let's go through this real quick. I'm dressed like John Leguizamo and Romeo and Juliet.
Yes.
Bunny Boy's wearing a puppy coat,
Yes.
right? Eve's a punk with a bag of tamales. I mean, is anyone really out of place here?
I mean, he feels out of place because you all just murdered all of his supposed friends. So he's not exactly
They weren't
playing
friends.
it cool. He's just kind of quiet. How's that? And he's just kind of
He
like
also feels weird
that too. Like he's also just kind of
because he calls it
inconspicuous.
Hadouken.
Did we just accidentally recruit an NPC?
We're
So
gonna
far-
get a follower.
So far, you did.
great.
Yeah, I had to write a name for him and everything. So,
Nice.
so the tall, slender man that is in the booth, as you all kind of sit down, he reaches into his coat pocket and pulls out a thin silver case and opens it up and starts to roll a cigarette. And as he kind of puts it through and does everything up, lights it up and everything like that, you realize that there are no ashtrays on the table. So he takes just a long puff out of it, blows out the smoke, and then just kind of taps it on the table in front of everybody, kind of in front of APOC, and APOC's just kind of like, Apparently Eve is mortified at this.
Yes, I want to blow the smoke on a suit, but I know that's not really the smart thing to do, so.
He kind of looks around at all of you and he goes, well, that was an interesting fight. What happened and why?
He started it, and I'm going to point towards Titus.
He did start it. He did.
We collectively throw him under the bus.
Titus shrugs, is like, yeah, pretty much.
I mean, he's just kind of looking at you. He goes, why? I mean, I was entertained, but
Mostly recon by fire.
what are you reconning? The bar
The third
or
eye.
them?
Them.
When you go the third eye and APOC goes, oh, I'm one of them. And
I look at APOC and go, I wouldn't mention that.
and he just kind of looks at you. Oh, okay. The man in the booth kind of looks at you and he goes, well, I was reconning them as well, and you just killed all the people I was reconning. So, thanks.
I didn't kill anyone.
Oh, sweet. You have the night off?
Didn't kill anyone.
To be fair, they shot first.
I'm very well aware
And
of that.
I did not kill anyone.
You want some tamales?
No, thank you. I'm okay.
Also, this Chuck.
So why are
still
you
alive.
reconning third eye?
I want to know
Oh, that's
why
true.
you're.
We got this guy.
Well, he's like, yes, and we'll have our time with him in a bit. I want to know the same thing from you because you basically just ruined my night. So,
Well, let's step back for a moment, right? Why don't we all introduce ourselves?
Ruin?
Because I still don't know
Or
who
gave
the
it
hell you
back
are.
to you?
Ruin feels like a very strong word when calendar reclamation would do.
I mean, don't you have some like Legos or something to do? I mean, this is prime opportunity.
he
Catch
just
up
kind of
on
looks
the
at.
latest video games.
Yeah, he just kind of looks at you and is like, I mean, I could. I don't have any Legos, but I guess I could. Anyways, what are your names?
There are some bodies in there if you want to make your Legos out of actual legs. I'm Katassi.
Oh, that's
I forgot about that. That's going to start to stink after a little while.
Jim.
oh well.
Nice to meet you, Jim. And he starts to look around at the rest of you at the table.
Titus.
What's up, Boothie?
Congratulations.
Headings.
Your name is now Boothie.
That
Boothy boy.
that's definitely not going to stick, but okay.
Was that the DM saying that or Boothie?
That's Boothie saying that, yeah.
Oh. What's your name?
My name is Juliet. Noelle Juliet.
Where's Romeo?
Juliet's your first? Or
No, it's my last name.
last? Middle?
My last name. It's my last name. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Wallabeeson, comma, Edmund.
So is that was Wallabeeson your first name or your last name or your middle name?
I'm just using your format, brother.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't.
Okay. I got
He
it.
doesn't know.
Fair enough. You said you were
Tamales.
Titus? Your name is Tamales.
Tamales.
So wait, when she asked me if I wanted
am
tamales,
Tamales.
you are tamales?
Yes, but I have tamales if you want to eat the tamales.
So wait, when she asked me if I wanted okay, so that was not a sexual reference then. When
Excuse me?
she
You're
said,
not
"Do you
supposed
want
to be
tamales?"
selling
and you just
private
introduced
food.
yourself as tamales.
I'm sorry, do you often welcome people in to have a meeting and then invite yourself to each like somebody else's body? Because I'm not liking this very much.
It's only a sexual reference if I ask if you want extra spicy tamales. Exactly
Yeah.
like that.
And it will destroy you. So choose wisely.
Wouldn't be the
Right
first time.
through.
Wouldn't be the first time a woman's destroyed me.
Giggity.
Sorry about your penis, bro.
It'll be okay. Again, we're having this conversation. He continues to smoke the entire time that you guys are doing that. And he just kind of look at you and it's like, well, now we're at a bit of an impasse because we have this one guy. And I guess we can ask this one guy all the questions.
It's true.
And he's looking at the one guy, and the one guy is kind of looking at him like, I don't know.
Well, I feel like this is kind of on you because you didn't tell us you didn't want us to kill him. Well, yeah.
He
Valid
just
point.
kind of cocks his head and takes a smoke, and he's just kind of looking at it. Until about 5 seconds ago, I didn't know your name, Jim.
I mean, you can talk to me with my name. My ears work without you invoking my name.
Yeah, but I was being entertained by that little fight. Like, it wasn't exactly like, I mean, did you want me to shoot you to stop the fight? Or, like...
I mean, I
So
would
we
Okay.
prefer
ruined your
not.
night, but you were entertained.
Yes, it was...
Lucy, come on.
I mean, it was the funniest slap fight I've ever seen in my life. Before I put a bullet
Okay.
in your friend here, and he points over to APOC, would you like to ask him some questions?
Well, let's ask you some questions first, because we still haven't gotten past the first couple questions. Why are you looking at the third eye?
I want information.
Well, thanks for stating the patently obvious. That's what everybody wants. What information?
Some specific information. Probably information that you guys may want too. I don't know. But I have my reasons.
Well,
What are yours?
one of us is going to have to start being forthcoming first, and I'm voting on you.
He just sets the gun on the table. It's like, sure. You may speak to him first. And he just kind of like turns the gun a little bit towards him. I was like, but, and he looks down at his watch and he's like, but, you don't have a whole lot of time.
Shoot him. You're not going to get any information out of him if you shoot him. You won't talk to us. We might have information you can use. You might have information we can use. You're being all cagey.
I am being cagey. You would be too if you were in my position. I tell you what, you can do some work for me and then you can find out a little bit more. How's that?
Depends.
Like,
Depends.
we're talking prostitution?
No. Why is it always sex with you all?
Why isn't it sex?
I'm sorry, you're the one who never mind. Dude, really?
If you had just taken the tamales, you would have a mouthful right now and you wouldn't be having to have this conversation.
He suddenly regrets his life choices.
Feel shame as a minor action.
He looks at you and goes, look, I was on the trail for these. They will lead me to information that I need. information
Okay. So
about.
what's the work you want done?
I need some more information on a particular corporation that you may or may not know.
Okay.
Have you heard of Benevolent Corporation?
No, I grew up under a rock on Mars.
So you're an outlander.
Dude, how did you get back here?
There's out of character. There's layers to Titus now. He's, from Mars,
The Benevolent Corporation is one of the largest corporations on the planet.
I know.
I think I had one of their energy drinks this morning.
That's unfortunate because I don't trust that
Probably.
stuff. I don't trust it
I
at
don't
all.
think anybody should.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I've seen Bunny Boy use it instead of milk in a cereal.
At that point, his eyes get a little bit wider as his buddy boy does like that. He's like, he's
Gets you
a little
going in the morning.
confused. He's a little confused at the point of just like, okay.
Okay. So you want information on Benevolent?
Yes. Well,
Fair.
I'm going to take it down. That's what I'm going to do. And I think you might be able to help me.
Oh. I didn't realize we were upending gravity today.
It's just a basic concept. I mean, everything has to fall eventually, right?
So,
Fair enough.
how are you going to do this?
They have a lot of forces working against them. And I intend
Like
to...
gravity?
Like gravity, yes. I intend to use those forces to make sure that all of the dominoes fall. Not just the few that I've been able to take out so far.
It's a good
So
thing
what?
you went with
Okay.
gravity then.
You want
Yes.
us to like run into a gas station and smash up all the energy drinks or something?
I mean, I was thinking a little bit bigger picture than that, but you know.
Two
Okay,
gas
so-
stations?
So explain to me what you want us to do and what Benevolent has to do with the third eye.
And he kind of just takes a sigh and he starts to take out another cigarette and starts to roll one, and he looks at the rest of the group. He's like, may I offer any to the rest of you?
Is it only tobacco?
Yeah, it's only tobacco. I don't fuck with the rest of that stuff.
No,
I'll
thanks.
pass.
Been sober 30 years. No, thank you.
At that point, he cocks his eye up a little bit. He's like, are you even 30? He says, who can say? Okay. He looks at you and he goes, actually, he looks at APOC. When you say, what are they doing with the third eye? And he looks at APOC and he goes, APOC? And APOC just kind of turns to him a little bit. And he goes, Did you guys try to steal a plant? And APOC kind of like looks around at the rest of you all, thinking that you guys might be friends. And he kind of takes a little sip.
We found
know
the
some-
plant.
We do know something about a plant, don't we?
Do you say that out loud?
Bunny Boy
No.
over here is a botanist. He knows a lot about plants.
At that point,
That's true.
he goes, oh, really? Where are you a botanist with?
Plants and Sarah Jane.
He looks at it and goes, I'm not familiar with Sarah Jane. Is that a company? Is that a place? Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yep.
And at that point, drunkenly, she goes, I'm not a place. And he goes, got it. That's a Sarah Jane. So do you actually know about plants, or
We know about
very confused?
a plant. We know about 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 a plant.
Can I kick Titus under the table really hard?
Yes, you
in the
may.
shin and stomp on his foot really hard with the
Plants.
heel of my boot.
Plants get their food from sunlight. So you didn't know that.
And I'll do it again to Grifter too.
Okay. So let's go back here for a minute. So APOC here's group tried to steal plant. Did steal plant. Was Benevolent the one behind this plant?
He looks at it and goes, APOC, I'm gonna ask you again. Do you know who was trying to steal the plant? APOC kind of like seizes up a little bit and is looking around at like, what do I say? What do I say? What do I say?
Tassie, I think he's waiting for permission.
I'm gonna look at APOC and be like, well, do you know?
The boss told me not to talk about that.
That's fine, but I'm the boss now. And I'm telling you to talk about it.
We tried to steal a thing, I think, and then we were stopped. I wasn't there, but we tried to steal a plant, and then the boss came back and said that he was real mad that y'all didn't get the plant this time. And yeah.
So you stole it but didn't steal it. You basically committed Schrodinger's felony.
They tried to steal it, but someone stopped them, Katassi.
They don't know that was us. Be cool.
And at that point, Noelle looks at it around. It's like, okay. I'm starting to put the picture together because that's how you chuckle fucks are involved with all of this. I got it now. Okay.
I resemble that remark.
Everything is connected.
In that shirt, absolutely.
This shirt is amazing. And I will hear nothing about it.
APOC, do you know anything else about the plant? And APOC kind of like seizes up a little bit again and is like, he just kind of shakes his head. And he goes, and Noelle goes, okay, you can finish your drink. And he turns back towards you, Titus. And as APOC does this and finishes off his drink, the gun goes off and blows a hole through APOC's throat and into the back of the booth behind you.
See, this is 2 bars we're going to have to leave tonight.
It's not that great of a bar.
I was just gonna reach my hand over and pat him on the shoulder and tell him that he's safe and that he's okay. Like, Mid was in the middle of doing that.
Well, it's
And
a
boom.
good, yeah. Well, it's a good thing that your hand wasn't there. It would be hurt.
Trauma.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you had gotten your hand blown off, we could put a flare launcher on your replacement.
It'd have been a lot harder to drive, though, in fairness. At that moment, Juliet swings the gun back, puts it in his thing. He's like, you guys got wheels? You might want to leave. I'm going to leave, too.
Okay, so don't tell us what you'd like us to do. Kill the dude. All right.
He drops you a piece of paper, and he says, come meet me here. And,
Aw, paper, that's super quaint.
yep. And then he leaves. Well, he attempts to leave, assuming that you all fucking move, because he's in the back, and you all are kind of holding him in right now.
I think he needs to go sub table like Katassi.
I'm gonna do
call this
a
purple
reverse Riker stand up.
I'm going to man spread.
I will stick my leggy in the air.
And then I'm gonna walk out of the bar.
Okay. So if you guys are basically going to try to block him and hold him in, he's just going to step up onto the table and start to follow Joe out coolly out of the bar.
I know that doesn't work well, though. I just want you to know most restaurant tables are set like with the post in the middle, so he will end up hitting himself in the back of the head with the table.
Maybe he's a ninja.
There is the possibility of a little wobble, though. Let's be honest about that, because those tables are not well put together.
I'm retconning this whole thing. He's a ninja now.
Or a
He can
cat.
move without a trace.
Yep. And so he starts to try to coolly walk out of the bar. And if you are out, in Juliet, Grifter, you're outside of the bar, I imagine, since you said you record stood out of your way and walked out.
Yep.
Okay. He walks out behind you and just puts a hand on your shoulder and looks at you before he turns to walk away and says, "This is going to be the start of a good friendship. I can
As
see
long
it
as I can
coming."
blow shit up, I don't care.
He turns back around when you say that and he goes, "Oh, I like you. I like you."
Shoot him with finger guns.
Of course he does.
He puts his hands in his pockets and just walks away.
Bye. Have a pleasant evening.
Who else is doing what?
As he
I'm
gets far enough
walking
away.
out and going to my car.
As he
Okay.
gets further away, I'm just gonna holler, "Don't forget about the Legos!" It's important to keep your mind stimulated on dull nights.
I loot the dead body.
Ah, you got another 9mm pistol. Look at that.
Does it play the Zelda Discovery noise? Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Pretty soon we're gonna have to buy Eve that vest. You guys remember the vest the dad wore in Boondock Saints with like the 6 pistols
Yeah, yeah,
down the front? We're gonna have to buy that for Eve for Christmas.
yeah. She's essentially gonna like walk in like Neo and Trinity, from the
Yep.
from that part in the Matrix where he's like, "I need guns, lots
I know
of
you're
guns."
I know you're talking about like a bandolier kind of thing, but when I first start talking about it, I just kind of pictured that she just had like holster layered on holster, so it just gets further away from her hip.
Yes, I kind of like that better.
I
though.
kind of like that better, actually.
I think eventually you're gonna hit it on a door frame though.
Yeah, but if I spin around really fast, it could be like a pistol whip, but like more of a scorpion tail, you know?
Third leg.
What if that was the deal under like Renaissance dresses? Those bitches were just packing.
Oh,
Duh.
yeah, no,
What do
you know,
think a
yeah.
vessel was for?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the fuck else is those dress like? You don't fuck with those bitches, no.
Bustle of muscle.
Hell yeah. All right, so
Don't
you guys,
fuck with anybody who can breathe in a corset. You are not prepared.
that's
So
the
as
entire
I
plot
get
of
in the
Underworld.
car, I will read the, as Joe put it, quaint piece of paper that Juliet handed me.
Okay. It's an address, and if you look it up on your glow, it's to yet another hotel bar. But this one, if you zoom in on it, it's a little bit nicer hotel bar.
Okay, is there a time?
No.
I just can't believe he gave you a chunk of a dead tree.
Apparently,
Is
this
this
is
the
what
same
they used to
hotel
use to
chain?
pass notes around.
The same hotel chain? No. No.
Okay.
All right. Well, what time is it?
God,
It's gotta be pretty late.
I'm doing math over a few weeks worth of episodes. Hold on. It's very late. Yes. I think it's
think we need
probably
to
closing
celebrate
time.
it.
What's that?
I was asking if the sun shouldn't be rising here soon, because we did go to the festival, and then we went and started a bar fight, and then we had another bar
Drink.
drink.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably about 3 or 4 in the morning, I would say. So it's pushing, but not quite yet.
I think it's time. I think it's time for bed.
Okay. You still gotta get.
I'm like, anybody want to ride home? I'm going home.
If you can stop me by my garage, that'd be great.
Yeah, no problem.
I need to tuck muffins in and maybe work on that cannon a little bit.
Who's taking Sarah Jane home and how? Okay.
I am.
Are you going back to the dorms? Because I guess I should probably go that way. Excuse me, my voice. Wow.
Yeah.
Halfway home, as you guys are in the gator, who else is with you? So it's just Bunny and Eve at the moment. Does everybody else go with Titus?
I just realized I never told him about the flare launchers. He still doesn't know what those are.
So if
That's important.
Bunny and Eve, if you're in the gator, you get about halfway home before, and Sarah Jane's kind of like laying on the back seat and stuff like that, and about halfway through she like pops up and she's like, oh my god, we killed a man tonight, and she's just wide-eyed.
Oh no. Okay, so I don't know what that was about. Bunny Boy is a bit shook by this, so I'm trying to deal with it myself, but also calm her down and keep her from freaking out. I'm a little more accustomed to this, but not necessarily as I was going to comfort someone, them getting shot in the neck.
Right.
So I'm going to just like stumble, yeah, we didn't do that. I don't know what happened there. Things got out of control. Yep, we're not going back there. No.
She's just kind of looking around. She's like, oh my god, are they gonna like come for us? Are they gonna find us? Like,
no.
How do you know? How do you know?
We'll talk about this in the morning. You need to get some sleep. We all need to get some sleep. Nothing good happens after 2 a.m.
Okay.
Do you want a tamale?
She kind of looks at you. She's like, you know what? Yes. Yeah, I do.
Here you go.
And she just starts eating a tamale like in the back seat. Does anybody do anything else before sleep or anything like that?
Drop Grifter off.
Okay. So the next morning would be Sunday. So not a school day or anything like that. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna work on my cannon.
Okay. You're going
Getting
to
that shit mounted.
Yeah, you're working to install that on muffins, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Classes start tomorrow, right?
Correct.
Do I get any HP back?
For sleeping, yeah.
How much?
You get restored to full.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm catching up on the required reading for my classes that start this week.
Nice. We have some good students here.
Yeah.
Ditto. Free college isn't easy to get, you know?
I just have to
Same.
for no reason.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess I will do an investigation and see what I can find out about Mr. Noel Juliet.
Yep.
Just like an investigation roll.
I would.
His name is really Christmas Romeo.
Oh, okay. Hey, there you go. 19 plus 6, 25.
You find jack shit on him.
Nothing.
I made you roll
Nothing.
that for nothing, I know. You're fairly certain that this person covers his tracks immensely.
I will reach out to my local law enforcement contacts and just see if they know anything.
You get a voicemail to leave, basically leave a message and things like that. So
Okay.
it's a weekend. They're not, they're not working.
Yeah, it may take some time, but I'm just going to leave a message.
Okay. So we've got 3 people that are studying.
I mean, I'm studying in a way.
In a way,
The art of war.
you're working on a cannon. Titus, you have run some investigation checks and things like that. Do you want to? So you've got this address. Do you want to do anything with it on a Sunday or?
I mean, I'll get in more nondescript clothing and do a drive by of the address. You said it's a hotel bar.
Yep.
But I'll do a drive by and kind of take a look at what it is.
It's a very upscale hotel bar in downtown area.
I'm probably gonna need a coat and tie, aren't I?
You think it can be like that? You might be able to pass with your current coat and shirt and everything, because I mean it's at least looks like a dress coat. Even though the inside of it may not look like that, but like it's at least like a dress coat over top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, you could I mean, you definitely would be able to get in with a suit and tie.
I send out a group text and say, does everyone have fancy clothes?
Define
Duh.
fancy.
Mark.
Getting some shaking of heads. No.
I don't have any John Leguizamo fancy.
I got you.
I'm not gonna wear that. I'm gonna wear less ostentatious shirts.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
I will go buy a plain white shirt and a black tie that can go with this outfit.
Okay.
Ball gowns.
Yo. I only own fancy clothes.
Nice.
Are you talking about your jacket?
That was my text. You interpret it however you want. I'm not there. to
I
talk to
asked you that.
What? I know fancy.
I have
when
many
fancy is
jackets.
brought up. So Grifter is gonna do the unthinkable and crack the package on one of his other two remaining lab coats.
Ooh, how good did it feel to
Oh
to
man,
pull the
just
adhesive
that
strip
real
off?
premium just tear. You get that waft of like some like Chinese sweat factory coming out of it. Primo
best.
polyester.
Because corporations supplied.
Of course, the corporation supplied.
Cotton poly blend.
Yep.
Big bucks though.
You hold it up and you can see through it.
Yeah.
It's got the
good.
it's
But-
got the nice little fold lines.
Yeah, but it is flame retardant at least, like slightly, mildly.
Collar's all nice and crisp.
The only time the collar will be nice and crisp, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So who all wants to go to this meeting and win? Because I believe that's what you're trying to set up for.
Yeah, basically, and that's what I'm saying is I'm gonna go meet this new crazy magnum wielding psycho tonight. Who wants to go?
I can go. Can we bring muffins?
I mean, we can stick him in the trunk.
How late are you planning on staying out? We have school tomorrow.
It is a school night.
I send back a blinking gif.
What, is this Morse code for the time?
Yeah, exactly. We're worried about getting tired.
Just because you're not caring about your education doesn't mean we can't care about ours. Okay, Titus?
It's called growth. Get some?
I'm gonna make a determination roll.
Okay. Hit me with a determination roll, please.
I wasn't kidding when like Bunny Boy when when someone was shot right there and he was like, you know, APOC like stopped fighting to come over and have a drink.
Yeah.
He thought that was I thought that was a pretty bro move.
Yeah.
And then he like spilled the beans. So as soon as I can find a D20, okay. All right. Oh, okay. I'm going apparently. Rolled a 19, so
All right. So you're not going to spend the day just sitting in your room, kind of staring around like, well, you're going to go.
yeah. I guess.
Okay.
Would we all like to carpool?
Sure, will you give us time to get ready if we're getting fancy?
Yeah, we're not going out there till like 8 or 9 tonight.
Can we carpool with muffins in tow?
We really need to buy a different car. In fact, you guys get fancy. I'm gonna go look into something.
Okay.
Well,
we're going.
I'm
We're,
already fan.
yep.
No,
we
with the
gonna go-
jacuzzi.
Drive to a car dealership.
Okay. Are you going to trade in your car?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
We need something more muffins appropriate than a open-topped Gator or the trunk of a sedan.
Like a
What
sweet
a
Escalade.
A giant oven?
I could make a shroud to just lay over the top of the Gator and make it look like an SUV.
Yes.
Just some sweet ass
Is that
Escalade with
not-
low profile 24s on it.
I'm not thinking quite what Joe is, but I was thinking about like a 4x4 extended cab with like something that we can slide over the bed that we can hide muffins in.
So you pull up to this car dealership, right? And you go to are you going to go to Sigma Motors? Because that's one of the prominent ones here in Angel City. Okay. So if you pull up to Sigma, and as you go to get out of your car, you do that thing where you get out of the car and like coolly button like one button as you're getting out, and a like 5-foot Rav walks up to you, and it's also wearing a coat, but for what reason you don't know.
Muffins lab coat.
No, it's wearing like it's wearing like a striped
I take a picture of it
sport coat.
and stripe, right? Yeah. I take a picture and send it to Grifter
Yep.
and go, this should be this, and I type in hashtag muffin goals.
And you just all caps jealous.
So the Rob walks up to you and it's like, "Sir, how are you doing this afternoon?"
Good. I need a truck.
A truck. Well, man, we got everything here at Sigma. And he starts walking you over. He's like, "Well,
Sure.
you can check out all these beauties right here. We got a lot of new and pre-owned, if you'd like that."
So
What do you
Pre-owned is
need?
probably wise.
What do you
This
need to
is-
be hauling?
this is a 2099
I need an
car
extended
dealership.
cab. And I text Grifter and I go, how much does muffins weigh?
900 pounds.
It needs to be able to haul 900 pounds in the bed.
So he walks you over to. He's like, "Well, man, we got a lot of those. Well, let me see." And he walks you through to like 3 different ones that are all extended cab. They are all lifted with like a roll bar and everything. And he just kind of like he slaps the hood of it and he goes, "This baby right here." This baby right, and his voice changes to like a southern accent because he thinks that's what you want. And he goes, "This baby right here will tow 20,000 pounds."
I go, do you know what good a lifted truck is for?
Running things over, mudding.
Rolling over.
Look,
No
This is-
extra lift, standard lift.
this is a 2099 car dealership. But you
I'm talking to a
know
rover.
there is at least one mid-80s Datsun truck here somewhere. Because those things never fucking die.
And a Honda Civic. and a Honda
What about the Cybertruck?
Specifically a 1994 Honda Civic.
Right. Yeah. So he walks you over. He's like, "Okay, we're not going super fan. I mean, the way you look, big spender and all. All right. So he walks you over to a couple of extended crew cabs, and he, they're nothing special. Just like a basic gray extended cab, got a bit of a bed on it and stuff like that. He like, this one's going for about 15, but we can cut you a deal, I guess.
What kind of
We're trying
trade-in
to
I
move
get
it.
on the sedan?
He walks over. He's like, let me let my boys take a look at it, and we'll see. How's that? And he kind of
Sounds
walks you
good.
back through. He's like, "All right, so I got all sorts of packages for you. I got all weather. I got winter. I got you need a cover on this thing. Like you need like a tonal cover or something like that. Like, what are we talking here? What about a maintenance plan?
Just one of those sliding bed covers.
A sliding bed cover. Okay, he takes you inside and starts going through the whole thing with the paperwork and stuff like that.
Okay.
He comes back and he says, "I'll give you." We're gonna fast forward a little bit, but he comes back and he says, "Well, I'll give you 5 for the sedan. So 10,
And how much you want for the truck?
15, but we'll take off the trade. That's 5. So 10 out the door. We'll throw in the tonal
I'll give
cover
you
for another
7.5.
Nah, well, 10, but I'll throw in the tonal cover. How's that?
How about 8.5 and you throw in the cover?
9.
87.50.
I gotta stop at 9. I gotta make a little bit of profit on this one. It's pre-owned. Only got 2,500 miles on it though. I gotta stop you at 9 though.
Fine.
And then
Fine.
he starts to get out the thing. He's like, "Okay, sir. Well, you know, he's got the pad and everything from the glow, and he's basically like, "Yep, just do here. We'll get all the information from your chip, and then we'll go from there."
Scan my chip.
Okay. It breezes through basically all of the paperwork, and he's like, "You don't want to read all of that, anyways." And he's just like, stops it right there. He's like, "Can you click that for me, please?" And it's just like the, you know.
Boop.
Yes, I acknowledge that I'm trading this in. Yes, it's not stolen, blah, blah, blah. And he's just like going through it through the speed of light. And then he hands you over the one key fob that you would need to, just in case your chip ever didn't work. And he's like, "Well,
Okay.
it's all yours, sir."
I text Grifter and I go, "We now have a place to hide muffins and drive around inconspicuously."
It seats 5, by the way. So two in the front, 3 on the
I
bench
just
seat in the back.
Tell Muffins that.
You just get a heart emoji back.
Just in case.
So now
You always have the gated for backing.
now as a team, you have a truck in the middle of futuristic Los Angeles and an all-terrain vehicle with ground
Trucks
effects
are not
and
weird.
flare
Trucks are
launchers.
fine.
It's 2099.
Trucks are
You
fine.
know both urban cowboys and mall crawlers still exist.
Speaking of
Yeah.
urban
Trying to-
cowboys,
Convince there.
Truck is not weird.
Me thinks the truck dude doth protest too much.
I don't know who you're targeting with that actually.
I don't even. I couldn't figure that out either.
Carpet bomb. Wherever it hits is where I was targeting.
Wherever it lands.
Fuck the Geneva Conventions. Cluster bombs everywhere.
Fast forward to later on in this session when Muffins gets activated.
I will go drive over to Grifter's garage so we can pick up Muffins and stick him in the back.
Please have a
As I
light pun
pull
playing.
into the garage, I go, "Are you happy now?"
I thought you were gonna say you had installed a horn that does that.
No, I installed one of these roll ones because it'll be easier. If Muffins wants to do it quietly, he could sneak out the tailgate, or this thing's soft enough where he can just blast to the top.
Okay. Have I had enough time to install the cannon yet?
I mean, while he's if you've ever bought a car off a car dealership, that takes forever. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we bought
that was my
one-
day.
We bought one from a car dealership while a tornado was outside, so definitely know how that.
On Friday the 13th, no
I
less.
swear to God, y'all lived in fucking Narnia.
Magic.
Oklahoma City, so yeah.
Yeah, because everyone's in the fucking
Hey.
closet.
In more ways than one.
Okay. Oh wow!
I had to move 1,900 miles to come out.
42, baby. Anyways, what were we talking about before we...
Cannons.
Cannons! Yeah, there we go.
I just want to close this out with if you're buying a car during a tornado, maybe wait till the next day.
No, we wanted that shit done because it took all fucking day.
What if we needed to get away from the tornado, Alex?
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to drive away from the tornado in a Geo Metro. It just doesn't work that way. The Simpsons taught us that.
Now, if you need to ramp over the tornado by going too fast over some railroad
Look.
tracks,
You say shit, but the Geo Prism was an amazing ramp car. Only because the A-frame was literally constructed out of cardboard. We pulled the panel off once. There was cardboard holding up
I just
the
want
I'm
the viewers to know
yeah.
that this is what we're here for, is
Yeah.
to give you this.
This is the insight that you're looking for. We bought a truck today. We're loading up an 800-pound ROM in the back of a truck.
Someone's already died.
Somebody's
We
already
have
died.
Corporate intrigue.
Yep.
We bought a truck, and now there's a rover in the back.
By the way,
like I'm home for
Stranger to a
Thanksgiving.
second location.
Okay, like we're doing great.
For the record, by the way, let me just describe the cover that you have on. By the way, is one that rolls.
Yeah.
I just want to be careful about that, because the last time that Muffins tried to yeet through one of those soft covers on a truck, it didn't go so well for him.
It wasn't a soft cover though. That's why I have flashbacks to hardtop truck.
So before
This is
you
also
get
why I
before
put
you
the
get out of the
soft cover
truck,
on it.
before you get out of the truck, just roll it back, and you
Wait,
can
is
just
it one of the-
stand up.
Is it one of the ones the cover is like actually buttoned onto the little track? Like
No, yeah, it's on a track, and then you just slide it back.
You just slide
it's on
it back.
the track, but
It's-
the thing like actually buttons onto the little.
no.
sliding-
It's not like you
Yeah.
just rip it out. You literally just roll it back.
Oh no.
So it's not a tear off.
It's not a tear off top, because that's a one use time for you, and you
So
have to
we
keep
can't-
buying those things. That's
can't-
expensive.
We can't enter this truck into a truck stripping contest. It's gonna take way too long to get the top.
Exactly.
Okay,
Did I really
we-
move 3,000 miles to still argue about truck accessories?
Listen, we need a great place for your rover, your ROV, and now we have a space to stick your ROV. We might need it.
Titus.
Did you see the size of the handgun that guy was carrying? I
mine's
figured it's
bigger.
time to step. Exactly. That's what I'm going for.
That's all I ever wanted in a stream game right now. This is all.
What?
Quote, mine's bigger. Grandpa Joe, 2020.
Oh goodness.
And Eve's just sitting over here
fiction.
shaking her head.
Yep.
I would just like to point out that at least in game, none of the other player characters are with us. As we
True.
load Muffins up.
True. So
So they can't be disappointed in us directly.
yep.
Well, they're probably sensing it through the force. They
Yep.
just all come up with deep levels of being ashamed.
I think you're underestimating my ability to be disappointed.
All right. So you guys are gonna go pick. You're picking up. Everybody, right? Is everybody riding in the truck, or are they taking other cars?
I will text.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
While we're driving, I'm gonna be looking for convenient mounting points for flare guns.
There's a lot. I mean, they'll all be conspicuous, but there's a lot. It's a truck, and you're from the
See,
south.
I was with you when you did this, so I point it at Grifter as we're going to pick up the rest of the group, and I go, no flare guns on the truck.
You're going to regret that when someone fires a missile at you. I'm just saying.
Titus has no comeback for that.
I just turn on the radio
Yep.
Because he knows I'm right.
and let
Yep.
that drown everything out.
Chat, let us know what song's on the radio so we can add it to the playlist.
Okay,
you
so
go.
Titus just pulled what Lance did one time when he farted in the car and it smelled really bad, so he turned the radio up to cover the smell.
I don't know if that actually. I'm not sure that's how that works, but okay.
Nope.
Anyways, I'm assuming now you guys are going to get to the hotel room or to the hotel bar.
Well, I'm picking them up.
Okay. Well, I was going to go to the point where you guys can actually get to the hotel bar versus, dealing with Lance stories on the way there.
Yeah. So I will pick everyone up and we'll go
Okay.
to the bar.
All right. As you walk in, you see in the back corner, Noelle Juliet smoking a cigarette and with a scotch, or what looks to be like a scotch. This time there is an ashtray there.
Good.
And as he sees you guys walk in, he just kind of motions you all over to the table.
Walk over.
He looks at it and he goes in, takes a little puff on the cigarette and puts some ashes in the ashtray. He's like, this is much more to my liking anyways. It's much nicer, much cleaner here. Welcome, friends. So I take it now that you all showed up, either you want to kill me or you're interested in our little scheme here.
Yeah, now let's figure out which.
Man, I'm so interested. I put on a fresh jacket.
Yeah, he really thinks highly of himself if he thinks we got this good looking to come and kill him. Like, just saying.
Freshest threads.
Hey, he doesn't know. Maybe we get dress fancy when we go to murder.
It's possible. Is
that what they call looking fresh to death?
Yes.
There you go.
It is. We got there, everybody.
Yeah.
He looks at you and he goes, "Okay, can I buy you all a drink? Would you like something to drink?"
Yes.
Okay. The shots. He goes, "Okay." The waiter comes over and he starts ordering for everybody. And after a little while, shots come back to the table. And he takes one and throws one back immediately. And sets it down. It's the good stuff, by the way. It's the good stuff.
Nice.
And he looks at you and he goes, "Okay, here's the play. That plant you guys stole back and returned back. I'm putting 2 and 2 together at this point. What did it look like?"
Green? A plant?
I
Hold on.
kind of look at.
I'm asking the botanists in this group
Yeah,
because I was told there were botanists in this group.
I look at kind of glance toward Eve and Bunny and be like, "You may as well. In for a penny, in for a pound."
What? Pound? What?
Are we British now?
Are you? I don't know.
We could be British. You never know.
We could be heroes.
I just want you to know that I just Googled how to describe plants.
It's quality entertainment, people. I don't want to hear anything.
I'm very curious to see what the top result of that is.
You know damn well I'm going straight to synonyms and antonyms of words for plants, right?
Yep. Let's go. Let's hear it.
What part is the synonym and what part is the antonym? Is that the pointy bit that sticks up?
Yeah, and then the antonyms and the roots.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where the ants are.
Got it. See, we got there. Look at that.
Can I
Jesus,
just read these
plants are
off?
wonderful.
That was amazing.
Good.
Muffin, or not Muffin. Grifter's sitting there just with like a super rapt expression on his face, just waiting for the next fact.
Jesus Christ.
I just
Don't
want
we
you
have
to
a picture of the fucking thing?
Yes, you do.
I don't want to show the picture.
Fair enough.
You have a leaf from it.
He does not need to know about that. And
Right,
if you
so
tell
show
him,
him-
I will shoot you.
So through the Quancom, I say showing him the picture is safer than admitting that we have the leaf.
Right, but if I could just, describe it, it is verdantly herbaceous and throw in a bunch of descriptor words, he's not going to know the difference. He's not an herbologist or a botanist.
He kind
Give it
of
a shot.
bulbs that just refuse to quit. Let me tell you.
Hardy and biennial.
he's just,
Vivacious, if you will. Sexually appealing to some.
So medicinal.
he's kind of nodding along as you're looking at this. He's like, "You guys have no idea what you're talking about, do you?"
We're in school to learn these things. Do you think we're just experts because we're going to college?
Where are you going to school at? He kind of like cocks his head to the side for a second, like, "Where are you going to school at?"
I like how you call it going to school.
None your business university?
Yeah, do you talk to all minors like this? This is getting kind of creepy.
No, I mean, I have an actual reason behind the question, but I can see your point. But I have an actual reason behind the question. Where are you going to school now?
Again, I object to the term going. Have any of you been to class yet?
Class hasn't started. We have gone to the school.
Yeah, we've
God,
been at
Grandpa.
What do you
Oh, we're
think we
back
do
on
all
that
day?
again, are we?
What do you think we do all day? Just
What
because
do I
we're
think?
college students doesn't mean we're just sitting around jerking our butt all day.
It's only half the day at least.
Shouldn't you be studying? It's July, Dad. No.
Goodness. So do you actually, are you gonna answer him, or are you just gonna sit there and argue against each other?
I kind of look at Eve and I'm like, will you just show him the damn picture?
Fuck, fine. Here's the picture. Can I like show him without showing anything else on my on my glow?
Don't swipe left and right.
Yeah, please don't swipe. This is not going to end well for you, and I will have to shoot you if you see something. So
He doesn't even touch the phone. He just like leans in because he's now like, I don't want to get into a shootout right now. This is not where I'm at. And he looks at it and goes, okay, that does look like it. All right, got it. So you have seen it at least. Where are you going to school now? Question mark.
I'm sorry. I impulsively want to answer like at your mom's house, but I know that won't really be where we want this to go. Yeah, school hard knocks.
He kind of looks at you. He's like, I respect it. I respect that answer. I really do. Is it Angel
This dude's
City
gonna pay us a
University?
lot.
Is it Angel City University, or is it one of the other ones? That's all I need to know.
Why are you going to follow us to class? Why do you need to know this?
Edmund Wallaby sends a transfer.
I love how you say that in an accusatory tone, like it's the worst thing ever. He's a transfer.
It's like Ace Attorney all of a sudden, just like Phoenix Wright, just like, he's in a transfer.
That gave me like filthy casual vibes.
Well, I'm thinking that'll distract him because Edmund Wallabyson has been to 2 colleges at minimum. How do we know he hasn't double transferred?
What a traitor.
Stop saying my name. Stop giving him my name.
It's not your real name.
He's just looking around and he's kind of looking at it. It was like, let's reset. And here's why. I'll ask it this way. In your classes, are there really fancy, new, bright and shiny pieces of equipment that say benevolent on them? If yes, shake your head.
I feel like that might be every college though, because Benevolent is a corporation and it's probably selling equipment to every school.
I thought that just meant they were nice machines and they weren't going to eat us.
It's a pretty
Right, or
bold
break
assumption
down.
that any of us can read.
Also, a bold assumption they've been to class.
It hasn't started yet.
He takes another shot and just throws it back at that point.
Do we actually know that? Do we know that school hasn't started?
Yeah, they know it. They know school starts tomorrow. They've all been to the lab. They've all been to their own individual parts of the lab.
All of us know this but you.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Why
you're not
we're
in.
giving you shit about
I'm
being
not the one going to college.
because you're a grandpa.
Yeah, it's okay,
Fucking
Grandpa.
geezer.
We understand that you just don't remember things sometimes.
He looks at you and he goes, all right. How many of you pay attention to current events? And he's looking at Titus on this one. Because he's heard you guys call him Gramps 4 times. So he's like, maybe I have a shot.
Yeah, I pay attention. What do you want?
When did Benevolent get here?
What do you mean get here? Be more specific.
They weren't in Angel City like 6 months ago. And now they're here. And he brings out his own glow and shows that Angel City Angel City's corporate council now has Benevolent on it. He's like, that wasn't here 6 months ago.
Yeah, newspaper said they were providing free, what were they calling them? Rations, meal supplements to the food deserts out on the southeast side of the metro.
Mm-hmm. And now they're...
Right. They bought their way into the corporate council by pretending to be benevolent, for lack of a better term.
Fair enough, but are you familiar with... You're familiar with New Media Info Systems?
Yeah.
And the New Gen News Network? NGNN? Those fucking assholes?
NGNN I'm not as familiar with. NMIS I am.
Well, I think it goes deeper than that. They're not just buying their way in there, they're taking out all the competition as well.
What's the end game?
What's the end game with Benevolent overall? I imagine they just want to run this city. They tried it in Vancouver, and I brought a building down on top of them. I imagine they're trying the same thing here. Seem familiar? Seem plausible?
Okay. Sure.
Seem like
So what do you want us
anything
to
you've been
do?
paying attention?
Yeah.
I think we need to start...
What's your connection to
What's my connection to them? I brought
your
a
beef?
building down on them.
Yeah. Yeah, before that, nobody brings a building down on somebody for no random particular for a random reason.
Yeah,
What's your connection to
nobody.
benevolent? Wyatt Muffins.
I know, I can't stay in
What's your
character if
connection?
he's going to keep doing that shit. What's my connection to them? Do you have a lot of love for them?
I mean, they're not the corporation I hate the most, but you know.
They're the ones that
don't-
I hate the most. How's that? Why don't we leave it at that for now?
For now. Okay, so what do you want us to do?
We need to start turning the tide on them. They are taking into account several things. They got a lot of plays going on. I think the plant was one of them. And you guys stopped that part, which is interesting. Because I feel like that I was, for lack of a better term, I was using those third eye fuckers to just fuck with Benevolent. And then you guys just kind of decided to insert yourselves in there. And you stopped that
That's-
portion.
This is a
we
good
do.
part to use the word penetration, though. So instead of insert ourselves, can you just say that we penetrated this, please?
You penetrated the inside.
So what's the next move?
It was a penetration operation.
From what I can gather, the plant is used to make a drug. That drug is making the rounds here in the city. It makes a lot of money.
Yeah, but why? This is not new. That's what I've been trying to figure out this whole time,
Are
right?
you,
Drugs are a fucking dime a dozen. What's different about this one?
are you needing a guinea pig? Because we know a guy.
I don't want the drug. I want to take down what the drug does to the people behind it. I don't know how, but Benevolent's connected to that. And so you say it's a dime a dozen, and I see big business for them.
What I'm saying is that's just it. Is if they see big business in it, there's a reason, and I can't figure out what that is. That's the missing piece here.
And that's what I intend to find out. So if you're trying to find that
So do
out,
you-
and I'm trying to find that out, maybe we work together.
So do you got any leads on where the hell they're manufacturing this stuff? Where they're growing it?
What I learned in Vancouver, it's all over. It could be in Dubai. It could be in Montreal. It could be out in Asia.
So these are a bunch of small grows, not one big facility.
I think that they're doing some of the testing here in Angel City. Because I've
Okay.
followed enough of the drug to know that at least here it's becoming a club drug. And that doesn't happen overnight.
So basically, we need to trace the distribution network.
Yes. I think that's where we
Okay.
start. We know where it ends. What we're trying to do is connect dots in between, right?
Okay, so we need to get linked in with the distribution network.
Yeah.
Simple enough.
Okay. I will be your eyes and ears as much as I can be, but you don't want me on these missions with you. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Also, I'm
I
trigger
figured as
happy.
much.
Why?
Shocking.
I blew a man's face off in front of you. Do you really think I'm the kind of person that needs to walk into these things and be like, hello, fellow kids?
Well, if you left your gun at home, maybe. It's called discipline, sir.
Did we
No.
just get recruited by Space Dad?
Yeah, why is he's just like, I want you to go do this thing, but I can't go with you because I'm tragically too dangerous.
Hey, Dumbledore.
He's not that old, by the way. He's maybe in his 40s.
Well, no.
There better
But
not be
wait,
a.
don't do
There
the
not better not be a
127.
goddamn. There better not be a fucking old joke in that chat. There better not be
Nope,
one.
Nope. Sorry, I'm Gramps, and Titus is 27.
Yeah,
He's Gramps.
yeah, I know.
So Noel is like fucking Merlin over here. Okay, he's like Yoda on his cane, like toward the end, like sleep, forever rest. Okay. If I'm Gramps, Noel's
He
fucking
does not
Yoda.
look like it though. He's got wavy brown hair that he can pull back. He does not look, he's not old and decrepit, by the way. He's doing just fine, but
Rip Van Juliet.
yeah, well, he kind of looks at you. He's like, look, I need you to find the distribution network. When we get to the point where we need to start killing people, I'll be there for you. How's that? And this guy, and he points over
bankroll
to
for operate.
Grifter, and he's like, and this guy says he likes to blow shit up. So I'm already, and he's doing one of these things. He's like, me and him right here. We got you.
I go, you got a bankroll for operational costs?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I'm gonna need some of that.
How much?
Let's start with 100,000 and go from there.
Easy. Hand me your glow.
Okay.
He initiates the transfer, hands it
Angel.
back to you. Yeah.
I casually hand him my glow too.
Same.
He goes, it's 100,000 for all of you? Or just
Each.
each?
I just pattern recognition is a strength of mine.
Just gonna perk up and
They're
slide
mostly
mine.
saying if you're gonna give them money right now.
He just starts,
Giving them a little bit of money right now would probably not be a terrible idea.
he starts to
Less
kind of look
explosions.
around. Less explosions? What if I want more explosions eventually?
No,
Well,
that's the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, you pay
I'll
more.
do the operational, but you got to give them a little bit of something. Give them a taste of something.
Incentive.
I'll take half now. 50,000 now for me.
Emphasis on the scent.
Half price. I'll take it. And he starts dotting all the glows.
There we go. 50 later.
So long as you survive. So long as I survive too, I guess. Let me put
Do you
that.
see how well I'm put together? I'm a survivor, sir. Thank you.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And he looks at you and he
right.
he sits there and he goes, okay, I have one place that I think we can start. I think we need to start with one of the TV stations for NMIS. I think they know more than what they're
point.
broadcasting. And I think that there's a chance that they will have a little bit more of the leads that we can go for with there. And he hands you into your glow. He sends out, and it's the only glow you have, right? You don't have a burner glow, do you?
Me?
Yeah.
No
Okay.
burner. Just my glow.
Okay.
Although Katassi did put some extra security shit on it like 3 sessions ago
That's true.
when we were going into the one place to look for dead bodies.
Yep. So he hands you off.
See, I remembered that Katassi did that.
Yes. He hands you off one of the stations. It's a smaller station. It's not the main one that's in the heart of the city. It's a smaller one. He says this might
Just like
be,
the public access station.
for lack of a better term, yes. It's a bit smaller, easier security. Might be able to find people that have a little bit looser lips to them. versus what you've
Okay.
running at the big corp network.
All that data gets segmented behind that basically that vault in the glow that Katassi built.
He goes, I've got another target for you as well.
Okay.
They've got field offices here, obviously, just like many other corporations do. I think you need to hit one of those as well. Yep. And he gives you the address to that one. So you got two different ones. You got a field office that is down south, towards past where Anaheim and things like that would be, and then the sort of public access channel is up north, in that side of the city.
Okay.
And he says, take your time. Let's not rush this because we don't want to be found. So do what you need to do. I'll pass on any other information if I know any.
Sounds great.
And he says that if you excuse me, I'm going to go back up to my room now.
Nice doing business with you. We'll be
Bye,
in
best friend.
As he stands up, he points over to the waiter and does one of these things again for another round. And he goes, yes, monsieur, and walks up. A couple minutes
Good
later,
man.
Full round shows back up for you.
Well, this should be fun.
So what do you guys want to do?
I'm going to pick up one of the shot glasses and take the shot by sticking the entire shot glass in my mouth and throwing my head back.
Nice.
This sounds awesome. I'm gonna take 2 at a time,
Okay.
like double fist them. Just be
Sounds good. Love
I'll
it.
drink mine and then get up and start to head out.
Now
Okay.
I say Titus is like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I've had like 3 drinks.
if you break the seal, you're done for, man. Good luck.
It's time.
Dude, just hanging out the window.
I just bought this truck.
That's why it's out the window. It's like piss in your floorboard. Just unzip, unravel that shit, and sling it out the window and hope you don't drag it on the ground outside while we're rolling.
I'm not sure that's how anatomy works, but we're just going to go with that.
I'm implying he has
Sure.
an enormous penis.
Okay, thank you.
Should we enroll you in an anatomy class though, just to be safe?
Sounds like he's already enrolled, if you know what I'm saying.
Look, I was trying to be a bro for my man Titus here.
And we appreciate it. Titus is gonna go to the bathroom.
All right, what are the rest of you guys going to do? Y'all have school in like 12 hours, basically.
Can we all follow Titus to the bathroom?
Yes. Yes, you can.
I want to pick up a second shot and say, this is to Saint Little John.
Can I cheers Katassi, please?
Go for it.
Mario.
Go for it.
And then we're gonna drink it on the way to the bathroom.
Nice.
To follow Titus.
Titus.
I think you're doing the thing where you're like tapping on the table and right before you drink you go, yeah.
Yeah. we were.
So does everybody go into the bathroom as well, or?
I'm standing.
Yes.
Okay, so Titus, you have a cheering section while you pee.
That's fine.
Cool. The dynamic of this group is really becoming a family kind of thing. Like it's like you get no privacy to use the bathroom. Like
It's like he's the dad and we're the kids that are kicking down the door. I'm like, hey dad, what are you doing? You're trying to take his shit.
yeah, right.
Okay,
no
but in all
privacy.
seriousness, it's bathroom time.
Yeah, we're gonna take a break.
We need bios.
We need a bio break in real life, so we're gonna take a break. We'll be back in about 5 to 10.
It's
Don't
gonna
go
take me
anywhere.
longer than that to drive over to his house.
Also true. We'll be back in a couple, y'all. Hey, thanks for joining us for tonight's episode of Angel City Stories. If you want to catch us live, tune in every week to twitch.tv/Identico at 7 p.m. Pacific. Now let's get back to the action.
The war on Saturnalia, you
There's
mean?
one on Saturnalia, indeed.
Nope. I have.
Don't
one
give it
that
away,
I
don't
think
give it away,
that-
don't give it away. We're live now. Don't give it
We'll
away.
ultimately learn that the power was within us all along, and through the power of friendship,
Yep.
we can accomplish anything.
Yep.
Friendship fixes everything. Just like a
Friendship,
baby in a marriage.
I'm not writing.
Hashtag God.
I snuck that past you, didn't I,
God.
Mallow?
Damn it! That hits too close to home.
Almost.
Oh,
Also, I'm not writing the power of friendship into the Highsmith mission. That's not happening.
Well, now
As-
I feel insulted.
as we're
Actually,
talking,
no. Now here's the thing. Actually, I was inspired, and I still need to record the and Mal and I need to talk about this. We have a podcast sitting that I recorded, like kind of in our hip pocket right now that I need to record an intro for. That I recorded with some folks a few weeks back, but the concept of hopeful cyberpunk has been on my mind lately.
Well, regardless of what you say, I'm going to force this power of friendship issue and just name my 20mm friendship. So anything I solve with it is just going to be through the power
is
of
going to be
friendship.
done with the power of friendship.
Okay, well that just happened. So basically, like an Abrams tank barrel, we need to spray paint friendship on the side of your 20mm.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. What we're discussing, chat, if you're wondering when we come back here, is that we have a yearly release we call Merry Highsmiths. We released it last year. It's a fun little thing. It's a one-shot. We're going to do that. But this year, we're going to play it for you live. Alex is going to be the GM, and we're probably going to give him as much shit as they all give me now. It'll be fun. It'll be a one-shot, and we'll be goofy and do all that stuff. But it's coming December 23rd, which means you can then also pick the mission up on Drive-Thru RPG the same day and play it with friends and family over Zoom and Discord and things like that. So, yeah.
I really should write this.
You really should write this. Small plug while we're at it, too. If you want to help us support 25 subs, Katassi has to run Honey Heist for us. We're getting close already. So, if you got a Prime sub, start throwing it in the chat. I see it. All right, I see it. Thank you,
That
Wixie.
is so much better than getting slapped in the face by,
But yeah, it's much easier than getting slapped in the face with a steak, which is what Joe had to do one time for a sub drive. Also, if you want to support us, we have playidentico.com. We have a merch store. You can get pins. You can get cool stickers and stuff like that. You can pick up the core rulebook that we're playing with. And for those of you who might be a little bit confused on why everybody was sitting there going, oh my God, oh, Noel Juliet, you can read about him in... Get it closer. There we go. In Defiance of Chaos. It was the first book we ever put out in this world. It's available through our website as a Kindle ebook, or they will print you a handy copy like this and send it to you. And the next time we see you, we'll sign it for you because we can't sign them and send them anymore.
I don't even think. Do we have copies left?
No,
that we can sign and
I
send?
have like 5 copies left that we have not sold at cons. So they go fast. But you can get your own copy for it in digital and or hardback form. So anything that you can do to help support us would be fantastic. We love you for this. So but yeah, Merry Heistmas coming up on the 23rd. Honey Heist coming soon because we believe in you, community. And I think that's it. Yeah. Cool. That's all the announcements we have. So everybody's watched Titus P. Very important.
I didn't.
It was good. Clean dismount and everything.
Yep.
You guys have a couple of different targets. Just don't question it, Eve. just don't question it.
Just remember, if
Was
you
the urine clear?
don't
and
shake it more
copious?
than twice. Don't shake it more than twice.
I thought it was 3 times. I was always told 3
No,
times.
that
3 times.
three times is when you play with
it,
yourself.
Oh, I thought it was after 3 times.
which is
I
fine.
guess.
So
It's not socially
so
acceptable
the good
in the
Charlotte
public
Talk
restroom.
told us back in the late 90s.
I missed all of that back in the late 90s, apparently. So explains a lot. So you guys have 2 targets, and you're starting school the next day. It is still late on a Sunday night, and you all just made a lot of money ahead of time to do these jobs. So,
Well, while we're driving back to the dorms, because everyone rode in the truck, right? I'm not missing anything. I say to the group, well, while you guys are in class tomorrow, which target do we want to go after first? And I'll do the first scouting run while you're in class. Do you want to go to the TV station or the office buildings?
Do we get to be on TV if we go to the TV station?
Probably not the best idea in the world because we're probably going to be breaking in and doing criminal things.
Can we get masks made of our favorite bad people?
I don't see why that wouldn't be a good idea.
We could
So
roll
everyone,
ads for Noel.
text me in your glow what your favorite bad person is that we need masks of. So let's start with that. Also, which one do we want? So I'm gathering we want to do the TV station first.
Which one would you feel like you could possibly do? Sorry, Katassi, what were you saying?
Oh, I just said we're ready for our close-up.
TV station it is then, I guess.
Okay.
What could go wrong?
I will drop Bunny, Katassi, and Eve back off at the dorm, and then I'll drop Grifter at his garage with muffins.
Thanks, Dad.
I'll make sure I got all my ammos loaded for tomorrow. And get her, polish up the parts that need to be polished. Load some sick tracks into the PA.
Nice. Okay. Is anybody else doing anything to prepare for tomorrow, at least?
I mean, throwing the heavy gear back in the back of the truck.
Do you mean for school or
Yes.
for the height?
Both. Yes. Inclusive.
Well, I guess I'm packing lunches.
Well, my school day tomorrow is just going to be, working on cupcakes tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm defiantly staying up late to fight off that Sunday night depression we all know and love.
Okay. You're working on the yarn wall. Got it.
And inserts. Kevlar inserts.
Oh, I forgot about the yarn wall.
We see what Gramps is focused on with it. All right. So the next morning,
Not fiber artists.
right? The next morning, you guys have a pretty packed schedule in terms of classes. Joe, Grifter, Katassi, you are all going to your respective classes. Grifter, you are working in the very basics of robotics. So essentially you can sleep through this. Considering you've already been working on muffins for a while. Katassi, you are riveted by the 101 class. Naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bunny Boy and Eve, y'all are back into class, and for both of you, this is the first time you've seen Sarah Jane since the Saturday night shenanigans. And also in your class is Ben. And
That
Sarah,
was a hullabaloo.
that was a hullabaloo. Sorry, the Saturday night hullabaloo.
Oh, Ben.
And Ben is also here.
Which one was Ben?
That was the drug boy, wasn't it?
No.
This is the guy at the festival who was stalking me.
I'm obviously
Oh.
going to attempt to be his partner.
Okay.
Obviously.
Yep. So he is struggling a bit with the first assignments. And you guys are able to kind of get paired off just to kind of start getting your feet wet, getting yourselves acclimated to because I believe that at least Bunny Boy and everybody in this particular class has just already your rows of seedlings going in your individual desks in the back of the class, I believe. And so Ben's struggling a little bit, maybe not his best subject. Sarah Jane's been awfully quiet the whole time, which is new for her. What do you guys do?
It's the project.
There is a project. It is the start of your cross-pollination with the seedlings. There's nothing sexual in that, and yet you're going there. I love you for it, though.
What?
It is sexual because that's how plants procreate. So yes, it is sexual, sir.
Sir.
TOS. Come on. What is this? I don't want this smut. Ew. What? We might as well be playing a DMCA-able song in the background here. God.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Twitch.
Sorry, his Bible belt is showing.
While we're at it, did you know you can buy Monster Cat Gold and get automatic affiliate?
Oh my God! This stream is sponsored by Epidemic Sound. God damn it! That is who we ride hard with.
Wow. So if you want to take the cheap way out and not work for your accomplishments, fucking throw down $5 a month or whatever it is.
Wait, I thought
We
it was
created this
sponsored by
problem. We'll
Reset.
tell you the solution. Bam.
He says not saltily at all.
Not saltily
Alright, I'm
at
done.
all. Yeah. Next week we'll be broadcasting to you live from YouTube. Apparently. Anyways.
I refuse to apologize.
I'm not asking you to.
You have nothing to
Yeah,
apologize
I was
for.
gonna say you have nothing to apologize for. I'm not asking. I'm just nodding along. That's all. So Sarah Jane comes up to you, buddy boy. And I mean she's being quiet and all like that, but she's doing the work next to you and all like that. And just every once in a while, she'll kind of just like lean over and point, you know, at certain places that you need to be like working with the plants and actually working through it. Like she can tell that like you're in it, but like she's already read ahead like 4 chapters in there, and so she's just trying to kind of help out. On your row, Eve, Ben, not so much. Ben is not even paying attention to what he's doing. He's kind of like not looking at you, but kind of like peering around at the whole class and trying to pay more attention to what else is going on.
Ben
Can I nudge
versus-
him?
Yeah, absolutely. I
Can
mean,
I
you guys are
nudge him
standing in the
to,
same
like-
thing.
Okay, can I tell him to fucking pay attention to his book because I'm not going to carry his dead weight?
Oh,
He looks at you. He looks at you and goes, "Yes, ma'am. What are we doing?"
Thank you. Look at the book. Read the book. Do the work.
That's sus as fuck. I'm voting him next meeting.
Read the fucking quest text.
Come on, go to your menu at least.
He starts studying what you're doing with the plant tray, and trying to like mimic what you're doing at the same time. But he's very ham-fisted with it.
Smart boy.
Yeah.
He's still a boy, but he's smart at it at least.
Yeah. You can still tell though that he's like shooting his eye down around everything and stuff like that. And at one point he takes a couple of the pictures of the equipment that you're working on, because it does say like benevolent on it, and things like that. So he starts kind of like putting it all together.
Can I photobomb his photos?
I'm not even gonna make you
Middle
roll.
fingers every single time.
Oh, is it like, oh, so it was like benevolent is written there and then there's just like a middle finger that like comes in like that? Okay. Yeah. I'm not even gonna make you roll for that one. No, it's pretty easy. As you do that a couple of times, he just kind of looks at you. He's like, okay, I can only crop so much. Like, what, okay, what's up? Like, what are we doing here?
I told you I was not going to be carrying your dead weight. So if you would like to take pictures, probably take them of the textbook or the plants. If you would like to know more about benevolent, take a 101 class on benevolent.
Look, that's. Can we talk after class? Like, can we talk
Are you
after class?
asking me on a date?
If I say yes, does that allow me to talk to you after class?
I'm sorry, the confusion was beautiful. if you get the work done without being too much of a burden, we can talk after class.
Okay. He puts his glow away and he starts to kind of. He's still terrible at it, but it's more earnest now than it was 5 seconds ago before you started talking to him. So he's at least trying, but at the end of the day, it's still a very kind of poor showing on his part. But he tried. Meanwhile, roll me intelligence, please. Same for you, buddy boy.
Oh Lord, something's gonna be on fire in 5 minutes.
I'll have you know, without shooting a gun, I have accomplished a lot in this group and on these missions.
That's actually very valid. He has built an amazing cover.
I have failed upwards.
Very true. I mean,
He's not lying.
credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
I want to make a joke, but I'm not. Nope. You said intelligence?
Yes, please.
I got a 15.
What'd you get, sir?
I happen to be very intelligent.
Nice.
Rolled a 1. But I have a +3 modifier.
On fire, and I didn't even say anything this time.
It's a 4. You absolutely said something.
Hi, it's still a
your
heck.
Sorry.
This desk is
I'll
cursed.
just do this now.
Please explain to me how you say called it followed by and then I didn't even say anything that time.
To quote
Both things can't be true, Schrodinger's Roth.
the great prophet Adam Savage, I reject your reality and substitute my own.
That is also the
Can't
that
have
is
it
also
both
the
ways.
yeah, but that's also the
Mango
Trump-like
Mussolini.
legal strategy right now is that I reject reality and try to substitute
And-
our own.
And he's the
Stop
president
counting
right
the
now, so
ballots.
clearly we're-
Keep counting the ballots.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway,
That was painful.
it does catch on fire a little bit, and Sarah helps you put it out, and she just kind of like looks at you and is like, "Really, dude?"
This is how you get girls to talk to you.
And confirm.
See,
Why is failing?
I'm just picturing this whole scenario kind of like a Family Guy skit where like something completely unrelated happens and there's no way he could have set a fire, but it just bursts in the flame.
It's got the grow lights and stuff like that. It can happen. It can happen.
But see, you just play it off by like snapping your fingers and pointing and be like, "Well, you look at that."
Yeah.
Look,
And that's like, there you go. You smoothed it over.
we all know that fire is healthy for plants. Okay. It recycles the nutrients, so his next attempt will have richer soil.
Sure. Let's go with that.
I'm just gonna say to Sarah Jane, carbon. Like just that word, just carbon.
She just kind of looks at you and is just kind of like, and then she kind of just like rubs your head a little bit and she's like, "Thank God you're cute," and then puts the track up there.
I'm thankful for that too, but no you. Booper knows.
Your plants don't get harmed with the help of Sarah Jane. So you guys are able to finish the assignment and put it up in there. Between both groups, it's not terrible. Between the roles, not too bad. Yeah.
I mean, it's the first day, right?
It's the first day. You're learning. It's okay. Failure is part of the learning process. That's all.
No, I don't already have my degree, so it's reasonable that I would fail very horribly on the first day.
This is why it's called practicing botany and not mastering botany.
Yeah.
Yeah. Towards the end of the class, Ben starts to put all of his stuff away, which you realize wasn't a whole lot to begin with, and maybe didn't even have like the required text and everything. But he puts it into his bag and starts to kind of like shuffle his way out the door, trying to be nondescript about waiting on you, but is very descript.
Bunny boy, your name is Edmund, right?
Yes, Edmund.
Okay, so
Well,
I'm gonna
decent.
yell across the entire classroom and be like, "Hey, Edmund, this new guy Ben's waiting for me outside to talk. So, I'll see you later."
Okay, have fun. See you, Ben. Be safe. Good luck.
Be safe as he's standing in front of what I presume was a smoldering workstation.
Fire. Sprinklers maybe going off. Like,
It wasn't a
Thumbs
big
up.
fire. It wasn't a big fire. It was just like a little thing you could tamp out. You know, we're not getting to
okay,
full
just put
sprinklers.
some water on it.
Yeah, I can't get you guys to full sprinklers yet because Grifter still has, you know, a robotics lab to set on fire. I imagine at some point that's gonna happen.
Oh, so now we're coming back around to just cursing me.
Look, the woman studying human psychology over here doesn't have something to set on fire. I'm just saying.
Give her a few minutes.
Bold of you to assume I can't set literally anything on fire.
It was worth a try, though. All right. After the class, Ben ends up at a table, like one of those concrete kind of tables outside. And Jen just kind of like sits down and tries to look, just looks around, make sure people aren't looking for him and stuff like that. It's, just kind of waiting on you.
Did I notice that he didn't have all of the stuff he needed for class?
Ooh, let's roll perception.
I got a 3.
No.
Suddenly,
Fuck.
Ben burst into flames.
Ben's
I
not
get an
that
eyelash
hot.
in my eye.
Yeah, Ben's not that hot to like just burst into flames like that. He's not Bunny Boy, obviously. Bunny Boy can just, like fire, like what's the fire guy from Fantastic Four? Johnny Fireball, whatever his name is.
Fireman.
Human Torch?
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Anyways,
Human fireman.
Ben's sitting down, just kind of waiting on you, trying to like kind of languidly like tapping on his glow until you sit down.
Can I put on like a recording program on my glow or something so that I can record what we're about to do? Like, he doesn't need to know, but can I just like pretend I was doing something? And do
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. You gonna hide it in a pocket or?
Yeah.
Okay. So he sits down and he's looking at you and he goes, sorry about that back there. I clearly not prepared for class today. I'm so sorry. I didn't know we were going to be paired off immediately like that. So yeah, I hope that doesn't mess with your grades.
It had better not mess with my grades because this is a very important class for me. How do we need to get you prepared for this?
I guess I should start by like getting the books maybe. I don't know. That would help probably.
Okay, is there a reason you don't have the books?
I mean, I may or may not be registered for the class.
Do we need to register you for the class?
Yeah. Look,
Okay.
I'm trying to like work on a story. Like I'm just gonna cut to the chase a minute. I'm trying to work on a story here.
Well, unfortunately for you, botany is not a place to work on a story because we do plants, not words.
Yeah, but there's some weird shit going on in this department. Like, have you noticed any of that? Like, I know I've seen you around here before. Like, have you noticed any of that? Like,
Qualify weird shit.
like a year ago, this lab wasn't as nice as it was. And now we've got a whole new building and new equipment and Like, there's a whole new robotics lab now too. Like, what? Like, and it all says benevolent on it. Like, it doesn't make any sense, right? Like, it's weird, right?
It's either weird or a grant from benevolent. Who are you? Do you even go to the school?
Yeah, I am enrolled in this school. Yes, I work on the school paper.
Okay. And who turned you onto this lead?
I got a tip. I'm not gonna say where I got a tip from, but I got a tip, and I've been looking into it, and it doesn't feel like it's just like a grant. Like, too much is here. This is like the most expensive grant in the history of grants. If, like, they've basically rebuilt like 3 entire schools in here, and I know they have a lot of money and stuff like that, but like, why here? Why now? Like, why all of it?
What was the tip? I'm just asking because I am pretty well connected in the botany department.
That's why I want to talk to you and help and figure this out. Look, the tip basically was just saying that this part of the school was set to be shut down, like, by this year. It was running out of funds. It just wasn't filling up. Now all of a sudden we've got entire, like, other schools coming here for a botany program that's being funded partially by a corporation that makes food. Does that not seem weird to you? It seems weird to me.
It's either weird or they're trying to single-handedly fund a sustainable farming program. Have you thought about that?
I mean, if that's it, then this is the... Well, if that's it, then my tip was shit. I mean, it's possible.
No, you're shit.
God damn it,
Shut up,
Joe.
Victor, you're
Shut up.
19 here.
A disembodied voice.
Let's do the quadcom.
I just wish I had the ability to, like, mute certain people when I'm trying to have character conversation.
No, that would be all of the least fun. Okay, I couldn't word there. It's past my bedtime, guys. Can I offer him a tamale?
He kind of just looks at you. He's like, "Well, I mean, sure, yeah, hi, yeah, cool." And you give him the tamale. He takes it and he starts to unwrap it a little bit. And he's like, "Where'd this come from?" Just while I'm asking, he takes a bite out of it.
From one of my very good friends, abuelas. And then I'm going to point at the Quickie Mart. And I'm going to tell him to pay attention to the hallways.
Okay. So wait, which Quickie Mart?
Where I get my tamales.
Oh, you're like showing them on a map or something like that, or?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
gonna be like, I get my tamales here. Just make sure you don't run into any doorways in the hallways.
Ah, okay, gotcha. Okay, I see what you're trying to say. Yep. He kind of looks at you and he's like, "Okay, that's very odd. Does that have to do with anything that I'm asking about? Is like the tamales are the tamales connected somehow? Like, how does that work? I'm confused."
Oh, this guy's a genius.
Yeah. Why is he investigative journaling? Jesus.
He just investigates journals. That's what he does.
Oh, this guy's
He
a
misspoke.
genius.
He just says it really fast so it runs together.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell him, look, if you aren't able to put things together quick enough for this to be a good relationship, then I'm going to have to stop talking to you, period. And you will be on your own in the botany class as well.
Okay. I'm gonna go do some more research then, because I need to. I want to stay in that class. Okay, I need to cover.
Great.
I need to make sure that we're doing okay, and so, like, I need to make sure that like, I just need to make sure that I can get to the bottom of this story, because I think it's huge. Like, I truly do.
And it might be huge, Ben. If you work with me, I will keep you close to the botany department, and we can work tip for tip.
Okay. How connected are you with the botany department?
That will be revealed with time. I suggest you go to the Quickie Mart and get some tamales.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go to the Quickie Mart and get some tamales.
And you better be really fucking nice to the clerk, or else I will find out.
Okay. What's the clerk's name? Should I tell the clerk that you sent?
Sure, it's Edward.
Should I tell the clerk that you sent me? Does that give me like extra tamales? No. Okay.
No.
All right. I don't have a lot of cash, so I was just trying to see if I can get something free.
They're 10 for $10. You'll be fine. I'm
Oh.
a college student. I can't afford this bag of tamales just willy-nilly, okay?
Okay. All right. And he kind of looks at it. He's like, Eve, right?
Yeah, it's Eve. Nice
Okay.
to meet you, Ben.
All right.
I'll see you in class.
All right. All right. I gotta go. And he gets up to walk off.
Can I grab like a picture somehow to make sure that we have a facial contact of him?
You would have to have taken the glow out while you guys are talking, and that would be quite conspicuous. You can take a picture of him while he's walking away, though.
Get a picture of that ass.
Apple bottom identification.
I was about to
That's
say,
exactly what that is.
is that something that Katassi can run recognition
Yeah.
on?
Would you like to roll a D10 on to see the a 1 through 10 scale on how that ass is?
Hell yeah.
Roll a D10 to see how that ass. What's that?
Ooh, honey boy. Bless you. Jesus. Do you want me to roll just a D10 or do you
Yeah,
want a
let's see.
D22?
Let's see. Yeah. 1 through 10. Let's see how that ass is. You rolled a 1, didn't you?
I got an 8, so Ben's thick.
It's like Captain America.
Yeah, that's America's ass.
From a mile away.
Yep. What he lacks in brains, he makes up in booty.
2 hams fighting in his pants.
That's why he had a problem sneaking up on this because he was too dummy thick.
Yeah.
Like 2 extra C's on top of the 3 that were already there.
Yeah.
Just the sound of ham slapping together. The cold slap.
Buddy boy, Sarah Jane finishes putting everything together for y'all's side of the project. Puts it back in the container under the grow lights and stuff like that. And then she just kind of comes through and looks at you and just kind of like looks and says, "Yeah, can we talk about what happened on Saturday?" Like at some point, like
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be right now, but like, can we talk about what happened on Saturday?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta go
Yep.
to some other classes and stuff like that, but like maybe later we could talk about it. Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. She kind of like touches your arm a little bit, and she's like, all right. You okay? You okay too?
Yeah. Yeah. Are you good? You good?
I don't know. If I'm being honest, I don't know. But yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, no, don't. Sorry. Shit. I mean, like, don't. I'm still good with you. Like, can we? Yeah. I don't want that to come off as like yeah.
You're good. We're good. It's good.
Okay.
We can talk.
Okay. All right. We'll talk. We'll talk a little bit later. I gotta go to my next class. Okay. All right.
You got it. Be safe.
All right.
Do good. Have fun.
All right. All right. I'll see you later, bud.
Okay. Bye, Sarah. Jane.
Titus, are you scoping out this TV station?
I am.
Okay.
So you said it was up on the north side of Angel City. What neighborhood am I in?
Let me look and see here. You are.
Where am I at?
Just like a little bit above, like where like Santa Barbara and all like that is. Not quite Bakersfield.
Oh, so closer to the coast.
Yeah, this one's a little close to the coast. It's not Inland Empire.
So like Mission. Well, you're saying Santa Barbara, so I'm going. Okay, so we like in Mission Canyon, like south of the forest.
Yeah, roughly.
Okay, cool.
So how are you gonna do this? You doing drive-bys? You gonna like dress up as a delivery boy, or?
No, I'm gonna start with a drive-by.
Okay.
And just kind of like, I mean, is it a tower style building? Is it a squat building? Like, what am I looking at?
Yeah, so it's kind of a squat sort of building. It's about 5 stories high. It looks like a little bit more from the brutalist age of architecture still. Like it's got a bit of a historic feel to it. Very like not stucco, but kind of a concrete with some windows on the outside of it.
Small windows?
Yeah, just the smaller kind of windows with a NGNN logo on the outside of it. Out back is a gate with some barbed wire at the top of it that basically houses like the drone trucks and some of that stuff that they would use to report on, you know, all the different happenings around in the area. So there's about 3 vans, 2 of the larger, more helicopter drones that are up on like the little landing pad platforms. And then there's like, that's all under sort of a carport kind of piece.
Okay.
So that's what you see from the outside. The rest of it is, if you look at sort of the front of the building where there's like glass double doors and things like that, it's pretty straightforward in terms of, you know, what you would see from a news building. It's got a front desk you can see from the inside. But otherwise not too much. It's not a very like fantastic building.
No security guards?
You can imagine that there might be security guards on the inside, but you don't see anything on the outside.
Okay, what's around? Is there any cafes, coffee shops, food trucks?
No food trucks.
Anything along those lines within eyesight?
Within eyesight, definitely a coffee shop is out that way. Most of it's other like apartments, some retail outlets, things like that.
Okay. I'm gonna park in like a little coffee shop. Do they sell sandwiches?
Sure.
I'm gonna have a sandwich, and I will pull up today's news on my Glow, and basically sit there for about an hour and a half while I eat my sandwich and drink a couple cups of coffee, and just kind of watch the rate of people coming and going. How often do people come and go? How often do the vans leave? Do I see any obvious holes? When the gates open, do they have contacts on the inside of them? Do they have lasers, etc.?
It's motion censored for the most part to open up the gate from the inside. You think that the vans themselves may have some sort of RFID chip or something like that in the van to open them up. Otherwise, it seems pretty straightforward. People coming and going. The most of the crew leaves out after the 7 p.m. broadcast. Starts to shut down a little bit. There's a skeleton crew after that. All of the trucks back in and things like that. Unless there's, you know, a major, you know, sort of thing.
Okay. Unfortunately, Mr. Juliet was not very specific. Well, just on the off chance. Do I see any benevolent logoed vans driving by or anything like that? Banner on the side of the building saying sponsored by Benevolent Corporation and viewers like you.
LOL. You do actually see a benevolent like delivery truck show up to the back. It goes through the gate and it backs up to a like very small loading dock. Roll me perception, please.
Ba-doo. Oh, that was not very good. That was an 8.
With an 8, you basically kind of notice that they're unloading like bread trucks or like bread carts and stuff like that. Like they're kind of like almost like fixing up for a cafeteria that might be on the inside.
Okay. That makes sense. Nothing suspicious there.
Nothing hugely suspicious, no. I mean, they unload a lot of stuff, but then again, it's also a newsroom and people eat a lot in the newsroom, so.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, like I said, I'm also gonna kind of scan the news and do some kind of like searches for any news relating to Benevolent, this station. I'm gonna spend part of my hour and a half there reading any online articles or kind of listening to a couple of videos produced by this station to see kind of, do they have a bend? Do they have a twist? Is there anything like, do they have a style? Who are their, top 2 anchors?
They actually, well, it depends on the portion of it. They don't have anchors coming out of this particular one, but they have 2 anchors out of the larger sort of NGNN news, like the whole company. Mm-hmm. Both of those are very heavily bent towards Benevolent. At least it seems like it. They, in a 24-hour news cycle, as you can kind of like go through their piece, they've run 4 stories all positive on Benevolent.
So are we at like OANN level of propaganda, or is this just like, like mild Fox News level of propaganda?
It's somewhere in between like Fox News and OAN. Mild, yeah. So mild, yeah.
Mild. Look, compared to OANN, Fox is mild. I mean, it's a matter of scale.
Fox is
compared to OANN,
eye drops.
As far as OANN is concerned, we have a god emperor. Okay.
That triggered a few people right there, I can tell.
Yeah, seriously. It's been a long couple weeks. Yeah, actually, Tip, that's probably not far off. So I'm looking at like a Sinclair Broadcasting level of propaganda here.
Yeah, there we go. Let's hit it right there.
Thank you, Tip. Thank you, Tip, in the chat for giving me that one. That's very, very good reference. Okay. Well, I'm not the hacker. I'm going to text Katassi. Actually, I'm just going to put it in the group text and go, hey, Katassi, do you want to crack open a news station? And then if Katassi messes that up, Muffins, do you want to crack open a news station?
I'm always down for.
That was a genuine like smile that just went across Grifter's face right there.
Yeah. I'm gonna do my best to keep Muffins under bait.
Well, that's fine, but you want me to pick you guys up? Who wants to go?
I'm in.
I'll go.
I think we should get Chinese. I think we need to get Chinese food on the way.
Oh, if there are noodles,
Yes.
I'm definitely in.
I don't know why, but Titus was just like, it sounds good, Chinese food.
All right. Well, we will pick up this next game where you guys are either going to hack in or blow up a news station, I guess.
After we get Chinese food.
Definitely.
After Chinese, hang on, we'll go with the Chinese food. Absolutely, that's very important and very
no,
on
it
brand. Yeah, very on brand for this. So we will get some Chinese food at the beginning of next, and that will be where you guys can plot your heist and or break in. One of the two. I'm very hungry now for noodles. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really kind of hungry now that you mentioned it.
That's literally that popped into my head because I was like, it sounds really good, Chinese food.
Yeah.
Friendship is just wanting to put down some hurt, so it's okay. I'm ready for this.
Okay.
After you eat Chinese food.
Yeah, I feel like friendship is more food based.
Yeah, you don't. Everybody knows you don't go on a heist on an empty stomach. Like it's just
Always bring your tamales.
always bring your tamales.
Technically,
People
but
get
I
hangry
don't have a
eating.
stomach.
Exactly, bud.
Grifter does.
Yeah. Well, thank you all for joining us tonight. We got a full stream in this time. Look at that. I didn't break shit. Go us.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, exactly. There we go. Which one will crack open the news station first, Katassi or Mussins? Find out next time on Dragon Balls. No, wait. Angel City Stories.
Yeah, we actually have a title.
We have a title. Yeah. Thank you all for joining us in chat tonight. Thank you all for the follows and the subscriptions. It means the absolute world to us. We will see you again at 7 p.m. right here on Twitch next week. Until then, we'll have maybe a couple streams in between here and there. But if we don't see you until then, be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Drink your water. Take your vitamins. I saw you coming over to that to say it. I got you. And overall, just be safe out there. We got a lot of shit going on right now still in the world. And we want to see all of your beautiful faces back here next week.
Don't doom scroll too much.
Yeah, mental health is just as important as physical health out there. So
Not too much.
yep,
Practice safe eating. Use condiment.
that too. We love you, and we'll see you again next week. Mwah! Good night, everybody.
Lock your doors.